I have 3 books that I want to share with y'all. I'm pretty sure they're going to be backwards because it's on a little selfie thing. Oh, 124 on the time. Anyway, The Artist Way, Don't Believe Everything You Think, and Boundaries. So, for any of you empaths out there, these are definitely the place you want to start. Because if you're like me, you've struggled with mental health your entire life. Probably have social anxiety, depression, maybe a bit of bipolar in there somewheres. Anyway, and you identify as an empath. Well, you're like, oh, you're just super sensitive, and like that's all we hear about it. And then one day, hopefully not like me when you're 43, but you learn what the fucking empath is. And an empath is nothing what you thought. Like, you're not mentally ill, you're not bipolar, you're not any of those things. You literally absorb people's energies and it affects you. Like, why is this not discussed? Why is this not talked about? Like, it's mind blowing, okay? So, if you want to learn how to get on with your life and how to like live like a normal person, first step is boundaries. Like, you gotta learn boundaries. A lot of us are, people who have made ourselves small because of, the households we grew up in or past traumas and all these things. And you might have been like the little peacekeeper in the family, or you might have grown up in a household where you had to predict a parent's mood, and like you never knew what you were going to get. So like, okay, like what mood they're going to be in today. So you got used to predicting, a person's actions, so you knew how to perform that day to make less, just to keep the peace. You're not going to know what I'm talking about if you grew up in a household like that, which, we all do the best we can, just like me as a mom. Like, I never in a million years would have thought that I would have lost custody of my child. Never, ever, but I did. And of my youngest, and his older brother had him, but and I've been able to build that relationship back up with both of my boys. And it just, my boys don't hold that against me. They as much as it sucked and hurt them at the time, they went out of their way to try to understand the things that I was going through and things that happened. And so how can I hold that against my parents? My mom's gone now, but I mean, my dad's still here, and I want a relationship with him. And he did the best he could with what he was given in life. And we all have hurts and hang-ups and traumas, and just because we deal with them in different ways. And so that's a whole nother story for another day. But my point is I'm not condemning or outing anybody for, anyway, they did the best they could with what they were given. And it's up to us to have that compassion in our space in our heart to be able to forgive, but also to have boundaries. We have to have boundaries, and we have to teach ourselves that. So this book, must. I'll link it. And then this one, Don't Believe Everything You Think. This was actually given to me by the CASA worker that was assigned to my son whenever he wasn't in my custody. And I've read this book twice. And like, oh God, just read it. It's like when you when you find little gems like this, and when you're going through like this whole spiritual awakening, whatever the F it is that I'm going through right now, like, and you read this, it's like, gosh, why is this not, like, what the fuck do we need a Pythagorean theorem for? And what the hell do we need all these therapists and psychologists for when they're not even gonna touch on the real fucking issues? Which I'm not knocking it. I love my therapist. I say, but the therapist can only do as much as they can with what you give them. You direct that. They, I mean, anyway, point is read this. Holy shit. Just read this. And then this one is, don't let the artist way, think, oh, I'm not an artist or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But like um, and I got it, it was suggested to me by MJ. She's actually, I'm part of her little Pathfinders group. You can find her on Soulful Revolution. Anyway, and oh, it is so good. It's another one out there, and it's like, I'm just awakened to this whole world, and like, I didn't know anything about it. But anyway, this goes, the morning pages are a huge part of this thing, where it's like, every morning when you wake up, they suggest in the morning, but you could do it at any point. You open up, you get a diary, and you write 3 pages. Doesn't matter if, you don't know what to write, thinking like, I can't write there 3 pages. Even if you have to, well, I mentioned it in my other video, like, just keep writing until like stuff's gonna start coming to you, and like you're gonna realize, like, like, trusting your gut feeling. Nobody tells you. That is intuition, okay? That is intuition, and that's what started this whole freaking thing. Which I'm kind of, I've been wanting to start posting for months, and I'm on month 2, I think now. The last 5 months have been a blur since April. I don't know. Anyway, but and I'm like, I can't start, and every day I'm like, all right, tomorrow's the day, and I never do it. So, like, finally I sat down and I'm like, all right, 3 books. I'm gonna take 3 books and I'm just gonna talk about them, and I'm just gonna make a post about that. So this will get me going. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna post this, and I'm gonna link these little affiliate links if you want to go and buy it from my affiliate link, because I'm all in the learn some, anyway. So yeah, go do yourself a favor and read these books. You could even get them on like Spotify and listen to them, like, if you're not a reader. Or go look on YouTube. You can find the books read to you on YouTube. That might be an idea for a video. Anyway, give these books a try. Okay.